If you want to build more confidence in 2023, I'm going to lay out the exact things that you need to do in order to develop that within yourself. Okay, so I'm just going to dive right in. If you're the kind of person that is trying to build more self-confidence, self-esteem, self-love in yourself, and you want to make 2023 one of the best years of your life, know that it is entirely impossible. I went from being socially anxious, having all of these ambitions, and constantly self-sabotaging myself before I could ever achieve goals. I'd start working towards goals and I'd give up. I'd be invited to social events and I'd turn that down because I was too anxious that I was going to be judged by others. Okay? I was always seeking validation from other people. So know that you are not alone if these are the types of feelings that you are feeling. And if you're sick of feeling like this and you know that you're meant for more, then this is the video for you. It's going to be quick, but it's going to give you the secret sauce that you need to apply into your life. And at the end of the day, I can give you everything that I know. I can give you the empowerment. I can give you the tools. I can give you the resources, and I can even give you accountability. But I can't do the work for you. And what you'll realize quickly is that confidence really comes down to doing the work. And that is what we need to start figuring out, right? And a lot of us, when we have low self-esteem, we're typically self-sabotaging ourselves. We scroll on our phones, we watch Netflix, we have this inner critic that constantly is yelling self-doubt into our ears. It's yelling criticism, negativity. It's saying, don't do that. Or you're tired, you can do it tomorrow, right? These are the things that we need to overcome in order to build confidence. So what you first have to understand is that confidence is really all about the reputation that you have with yourself. So think about it like this. You have two friends, right? And both of these friends have 10 things that they say they're going to do that month, right? They both tell you this. And at the end of the month, you come back to them and you ask them how much of what they said they were going to do they actually did. Friend number one, we'll call him Tom. Tom did 3 out of the 10 things that he said that he was going to do that month. And we'll call the other friend Larry. Larry, on the other hand, did 9 out of the 10 things that Larry said he was going to do that month. Now ask yourself, if you had something that you needed done, which friend are you going to be more confident will get that thing done for you? Easy answer, Larry. Because Larry said that he was going to do 10 things and maybe he didn't get 10 done, but he got 9 out of the 10 done. Where on the other hand, Tom only got 3 things done. So you're going to be more confident that Larry is going to get that shit done for you. That is the same relationship that we need you to build for yourself. That is what you are going to be working on this year. And if you can't do that, build that relationship in with yourself that you do the things you say you're going to do. You are going to feel more confident in yourself. You are going to feel more worthy within yourself. Your self-esteem will rise, and when your self-esteem rises, then it feels less necessary to seek validation from other people because now you have high self-esteem. You don't need someone else to come in and give you esteem. So now those validation-seeking behaviors, constantly people-pleasing, constantly having the inability to say no, constantly saying sorry for little inconveniences that you cause, constantly being the yes man, the yes girl, right? Which are not serving you and not making you feel good. The overthinking when you're trying to send a text and you don't know exactly what to say, you don't want to say it wrong. The being out in public in a social setting and being afraid of saying the wrong thing, right? We're afraid of saying the wrong thing because we're afraid that if we say the wrong thing, someone's going to judge us and someone's going to reject us. What we have to understand is that this came from childhood in some sort of trauma when we were taught that we were not okay being just as we are, okay? So you were taught for some reason that you just being you yourself, your authentic, pure self, especially as a young child, that was not okay. You had to be something different. Whether you were abandoned by certain people in your life, whether you had overly strict parents that were telling you that it had to be a certain way, whether you had teachers that were super demanding on having specific grades, and if you got a lower grade, they judged you for that. They said that wasn't good enough, right? These are things that we learn as children that we start carrying with us as adults. And so now, this year, 2023, is your year to start shedding these things. But when we face these things, we have to understand when we are going through the process of releasing trauma and building self-esteem and self-confidence, there's going to be times when it hurts, when we feel those old emotions, when we feel discomfort, when we're in a pressure situation, in a social situation, and all of a sudden we feel our heart start racing. We feel a little bit sweaty. We feel a little bit shaky. We feel a little bit anxious, right? We have to sit with those feelings. And so that's really the step 2 here. Step 1 to building confidence was keeping the promises that you make to yourself. Step 2 is sitting with the feelings that you are experiencing. So I like to call it a neutral mindset, okay? So this means that we celebrate the wins, and we celebrate when we feel really good, and we embrace that, but we're not getting too caught up in it. And likewise, when we feel really negative, we're not getting super down on ourselves. We're not getting super shameful and guilty in letting the inner critic take control of us when we feel tired, when we feel unmotivated, when we miss that workout. So we want to find the balance and be in the neutral mindset where we're like, I'm experiencing anxious thoughts right now. I'm experiencing negative thoughts right now. My heart's starting to race. I feel a little bit emotional. That's okay. Okay? I'm super excited. I'm super happy, right? Instead of getting so caught up in it, we want to feel that because it feels good, but we don't want to feel like that is everything and we have to feel everything like that all the time. That's not true happiness. Happiness is finding the in-between. Happiness is being okay with being not okay. Happiness is being okay with having those wins, but not all caught up into it. And when we can find that middle, this cool, calm, and collected being, this cool, calm, and collected version of you that is inside of you, then we can start feeling more at peace. And when we can feel that in social settings, we feel less anxious and we feel more confident. So next time you have anxious thoughts, what I like to tell myself is I don't have social anxiety or I don't have anxiety. I experience anxious moments. I experience anxious thoughts. I experience anxious feelings. And it's an objective, observational look at these things. You are not all of these negative thoughts. You are the one that is aware of these things, right? So 2 things that you need to work on in 2023 to really level up your confidence and your self-love. There's more steps, there's more tools, there's more things that you can do, but those will start coming in more videos as I put them out. We want to start small. We want to start with the things that are really going to drive the results, the fundamentals, okay? So keep the promises you make to yourself. That means starting small. That means making it so easy that it's impossible to say no. Start with a few minutes of movement a day if your goal is to be exercising for an hour a day. Start with a minute of meditation a day if your goal is to be meditating for 20 minutes a day. Start with 1 page in a book, reading every day if your goal is to read 30 pages a day, right? We start small and have a neutral mindset. When you experience negative feelings, negative thoughts, sit with them, observe them. Don't judge yourself. Don't wish that they weren't there. Don't label them as bad. You're gonna be okay. And when we label them as bad, we're actually making them uncomfortable. If we sit with them, they become more comfortable and they pass quickly. You got this. I know you do. I'm excited for this journey. I'm excited to see the growth that you achieve in 2023. If you have any questions, do not hesitate. Leave a comment below if this resonated with you. If you have more thoughts, if you think that you can do this, and if you don't think you can do this, let me know why in the comments and we'll see if I can help you break those limiting beliefs. Subscribe because I'm going to be throwing out lots more videos like this, high energy videos to empower you, to teach you the skills that you need to become confident, to turn your social anxiety into confidence, to turn your ambitions into results. I love you all and I don't even know you yet. I'm so excited for this journey. Like the video if this resonated as well, and we will stay in touch as I put out more videos. Thank you for watching. 2023 is our year. Let's go!